This week, we actually have some major news. We released an episode last week about rumors. Back then, it was just rumors about a new Harry Potter show. Now it's been confirmed. HBO Max is going to produce a Harry Potter show. 10 seasons, correct?
7. They just said it was
7 seasons.
Decade long.
Yeah, a decade long. So 10 years probably. They're aiming
to develop it all.
Yep.
So over a 10-year period, they're looking to make maybe 7 seasons. I would have to imagine though that this is going to be a reboot for everything. Like you're not going to reboot this and make a TV show and then say, oh, by the way, we're going to go finish Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And then after that, we're going to make a Marauders movie series where we're also going to be connecting, tying things back into the... They could create 2 separate verses, I guess, right? They could have the movie verse in which they do movies and then have a TV Harry Potter verse, right?
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Honestly, I've been having a hard time getting real excited about it. So I really want to be. I love Harry Potter. I love looking forward to new Harry Potter shows, products, just stories. And this is not at all what I expected they would do. And now the problem with this is it's such a great project, like in terms of large, that now I know there is probably nothing new coming in the next 10 years.
No.
And that is, I think, the sad part about it, really, for me. And I so wish they would have done, and we said this before, but would have done the Star Wars approach where they just expand the universe. What? I mean, I think, I don't know. I have heard people talk about it's all about money. I don't know enough about it. Why? I mean, yes, I guess a 7-season show is already there. You already have the story, and you don't have to come up with, 2 different shows, each having 3 seasons. About a new story, which is harder and involves more money hiring people who write a new story or paying, someone who's already involved in that. But I don't know. I feel like more people would be inclined to watch it if it was, I don't know, maybe people will actually watch it and it's going to be great. I don't know yet, but all I want to say is it's difficult for me as a really, I mean, Harry Potter is really close to my heart, to get super excited and stoked. And so how do you feel? Let
me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What if they did the 7 series, they rebooted it, and they really did distinguish between, the showverse and movieverse? So, here's Harry Potter movieverse, in which we're going to continue maybe 2 more Fantastic Beasts movies.
Okay.
And then we're also going to do the Marauders movies or something. We're going to have...
You mean like at the same time while they're producing the show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, would you be excited then, too, to kind of say, okay, in my mind, I understand they're 2 separate universes. For example, in like DC fandom, there's an active, there was anyways, I'm not sure it's still active or not, but the Flash TV show has been going on for years, right? Okay. Meanwhile, in what they release in the movie theater is totally different. So you have a live-action Flash show, as well as what they call like the Arrowverse. So it's this Green Arrow, the Flash, and all the other different superheroes in the DC universe, and they're all in their TV verse.
Okay.
And then the DC movies, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Like they are doing, it's kind of wild. There's really no, format to it. What Marvel did that's interesting is like they've done movies and their TV shoes. I guess they put their TV shoes on when they make their TV shows. And they all kind of connect, though, right? So those all connect. And that's what Star Wars is doing, too, is everything has to connect. Movies and TV shows. Yeah. When you do a reboot like this, you're clearly saying they're not connected.
Yeah, okay.
Right? I mean, you're clearly saying, like, once you go back and redo the originals of something, then whatever you make after that, like, you have to decide how they're all connected and are they related or not, or are they just standalone things? Right. If that makes sense.
So you would think, like, or you would hope they would just separate the 2 universes and
actually what I hope they do. You know what I hope they do?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if they've decided to, one of 2 things, either make the entire showverse its own separate thing and just keep going with that, go crazy, right? And then continue to make movies and build up the movieverse. So that way you could always have this idea of maybe you bring back the original cast at some point if you ever wanted to, or you wanted to bring back in Tom Felton to play Draco, as an older wizard, or something. You can all do all these different, Professor Longbottom having his own series and stuff like that.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, those things
I haven't heard that anywhere else.
Just extensions of like trying to figure out what that all means. So you could do both. You could have your TV verse where they build out, like let's say they do in their TV verse 7 seasons, they redo all the books, then they go back and they do like 3 or 4 seasons of a TV show where in which they do Newt Scamander and Albus Dumbledore, and they have their own TV verse going there, but then they're also continuing the cinema verse. Now that's one option. That's a lot. They could go crazy with that and make them 2 totally separate verses, or they could just say, you know what, from here moving forward, we are going to completely reboot, and we are going to do what Marvel did and essentially build out TV shows upon TV shows upon TV shows, and that's their new thing. Everything's going to this streaming thing. We're not releasing stuff in theaters. We're not doing that anymore. We're not making big movies. We're doubling down on the idea that we're going to make these awesome epic TV shows. HBO is known for that. Game of Thrones. That's what they're doing.
Sure.
Right.
There's no movie. Yeah, that's true.
Right. They made this epic show, and then they're going to go back and there's never been a movie for Game of Thrones. So that might be what they say going forward. Harry Potter is just, we're going to reboot completely, do these 7 seasons. That's a decade. That's 10 years of content. And then the next 10 years is all the stuff we were hoping this 10 years would be for the films, right? So it's like you're getting a reboot, and then you're going to go into the Marauders, then you're going to go into, I don't even know, go back to do Fantastic Beasts, maybe something Hogwarts Legacy, Ancient Magic. Who knows? They could do whatever they want, right? But
I think I have an idea for doing a whole little show on a character who's to become a Quidditch professional player, and not even Ginny or anyone, maybe someone who ends up playing for the Holyhead Harpies, or you know, that would be cool.
That'd be cool. Absolutely.
There's so much you can take and make something cool out of it.
Right.
So please, I really, if they still plan on doing that, then I'm okay with it. Then I'm excited. Yeah. If they really have grand plans for this universe, then I'm gonna be stoked, excited. If that's all we're gonna get, and then we have to wait another 5 years, 10 years after all the shows came out, I don't know. Then
no, I think that's silly. I think the only way that they sold J.K. Rowling on this is to say, we're gonna give you a more faithful adaptation of your books, where we expand. There's more characters. All the characters that weren't in it, for example, Professor Binns was one, right? Bane. I'm trying to think. The Gaunts weren't.
Charlie Weasley.
There you go. All those folks that didn't show up before, all the different scenes that didn't happen, they now have a chance to do that and make a more, just a TV show version, a long version of Harry Potter. That's what people want: more Harry Potter content, more Wizarding World stuff. And if they told her, okay, after that, then we could probably do more of what you want, right? Because J.K. Rowling is more of a, she's all about the story, all about the plots. She needs longer, like a longer medium or whatever to tell her story, a way to kind of weave in a lot of intricate details. I feel like when they did the Fantastic Beasts, she had so much going on in those movies that it was tough to tell the story. And to keep people kind of connected and what's happening, and create elements of surprise and whatnot. Who knows? But fascinating.
Okay, so. But I mean, your view on things really gave me a little bit of hope. So
okay, good. I'm
excited for that.
I am excited. I am excited for it.
That's good. I will try my best to keep being excited, or to be excited. Yeah. Yeah.
Just keep an open mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I will. And we'll see what they make of it in the next, I don't know, 2-3 years when the first season comes out. Who knows how long that will be.
Right.
But yeah, so that's the latest Potter news, really.